Yo, what's going on, peeps? Welcome to day 23 of the 31 Days of Horror. Derek here, bringing you another review as usual. Days are going by fast. It's almost over when I started this series. Now, what I got for you guys today is a film from 1972. It's a Spanish horror film. And it goes by the title of The Blood-Splattered Bride. Directed by Vincent Arnaldo. It's a very interesting film, I have to say, when I was watching it for the first time today. I haven't seen it before, and I always wanted to check it out. I was going to pick it up eventually anyways, because it's a Blue Underground. I collect those. Blue Underground's an awesome label if you haven't noticed. Blue Underground. Main plot of this one, we follow a married couple, and the wife, the new bride, is Susan. It's her name in the film. Her and her husband are on their honeymoon. They just got married. So what happens is they end up going to like his family's house, like the old family house. While this is going on beforehand, she starts seeing these visions of this woman. First she sees her at like this hotel. They were first going to stay at a hotel, but then she sees her at the hotel, and that doesn't, they leave the hotel and go to his family's house. Then she starts seeing, like, having dreams and visions of her more often at the house. And what happens is one day she's like in the basement. She sees like this painting of like with his face cut out, and her husband tells her the story that's one of his ancestors, and she was known as the Blood-Splattered Bride, where she killed her husband the first night of their wedding, and they buried her because of it. That's the story of the ancestor. Then later on in the film, the wife and husband kind of get distanced a little bit, because the husband's really controlling of the relationship, as you can see throughout the film, a little more so than the wife. But they get a little distance because she thinks that these visions are real, and he doesn't believe her, and he just wants her to be like the housewife type, you know what I mean? And what happens is her husband goes to the beach one day, and he finds a woman buried on the beach. She's breathing through a snorkel, and she's completely nude. She takes the woman home, and Susan soon realizes that the woman that her husband picked up on the beach is the same woman from her dreams and visions. And for that matter on, she looks a lot like the ancestor that her husband told the story about. That's all I'm going to get into the plot of this one, because right after that, there's a lot of like main spoilers and stuff that happens and goes on in this film that I don't want to ruin, because the ending is probably the best part of this film. Now my thoughts on it. It's very slow moving in the beginning. It's a very slow moving film, and it does have some character development with the husband and Susan. Another thing I thought that was weird is there's only like two characters in this film that actually you know their names from, because they say them in the film, and that's Susan, of course, and Carmilla, that's the girl that the husband finds on the beach. You never find out the husband's name, and you never find out like any of the servants' name. Oh, the one girl, Carol. I forgot about Carol. We find out Carol's name. A little girl that lives, I think she's like one of the husband's like cousins or something, or I believe so, I'm not sure. And yeah, very strange way they did that, because I never see a lot of films like that, like when they don't like give full character names and you just know like only like 2 or 3 characters' names. But one of the main characters, you never find out his name in the film. Like in the credits, it's like the husband, the doctor. It was very weird, but I kind of liked it at the same time, because in the way this movie was put together and the way it's structured, it kind of gives you a little mystery about who these people are, too, at the same time. And yeah, like I said, the beginning is really slow moving. It might drive people away from it, but there's actually a lot of action and stuff at the end and the climax, which I really enjoyed of this film. The acting, for the most part, is very decent. I think it's dubbed because it is a Spanish film, because the Blue Underground DVD is in English, so I think this is dubbed. But even like the dubbing's not really that bad, you know what I mean? I could see like the actors, it's not like overly bad dubbing, that's what I'm trying to say, you know, like that cheesy like dubbing that some of these films have. And what is it I was gonna say? Yeah, the two, Susan and Camilla, they're really beautiful girls. And another thing I forgot to mention about this film, in the beginning there is a lot of nudity. Like they even show like bush. I'm not lying, there's actual bush in this film. And there's a lot of lesbian tension. I don't think they show any lesbian scenes, but it's referenced, and they're trying to like explain that it is like a lesbian felt film. But overall, I think it might have been shortened by like 10 or 20 minutes. It might have been a better film, because the beginning part does kind of drag a little bit, in my opinion. So with that being said, I'm going to give The Blood Splattered Bride a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's a very interesting type film with a lot of good like scenery and imagery and mystery behind it. I highly recommend it. Check it out. 7.5 out of 10. Alright guys, that's all I got for day 23. I'll be back tomorrow with another review. I think I'm going to review a newer type film for you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to do that, like maybe switch some, like a millennium film, like post like 90s to older type film for the remainder of the series. Until I run out of films, and then I'll just pick one. So I'll see you then. Peace out.